Hi friends, it's Nancy, and you're probably wondering what this mess is on my desk here. And we're going to work with scraps, and we're going to make a Valentine zine. I love making zines. I don't make them as much as I want to, and I thought we could make one with the scraps from Marlene's kit that we're using to make the TN journal number 4. I just, I had a bunch of papers and I thought, oh, let's make a zine. And this way, if you make it, and then what you do is you make photocopies of it and you can send it to your friends for Valentine's Day. It doesn't take up more room than just a regular stamp in an envelope. And I think they will love it. So let me show you what I gathered here to do. I took the pages of the hearts and the flowers and the tags and the page that has these, what else, where is that? I'm looking, where am I looking? Oh, like this here, dropping this here, and this. I took those 4 pages and printed them 2 to a page, okay, to make them smaller. Then I cut the tags and the hearts and the flowers out and inked everything. I wanted to use some maybe washi tape, so I pulled a few out that I think will work, because we want to try to keep it as flat as possible, okay? I had this cute little stamp of this little girl with a bonnet. I don't know where I got it from, so I thought she might work. So if you have some stamps to use, even like the ones that I was using to make the journal, if you have any stamps you can use, do that. And I have a doily, which it was white, and I just went around with the tea dye and just kind of inked that edge. I probably won't use too much of the middle, but I just kind of rubbed it on there to ink that down. I inked everything up. I have just a small scrap of a very flat lace, and this would be fine because it's flat, but it'll, when you copy it on your copy machine and print it out, it'll look dimensional. And I also have pulled out, I had a heart punch, and I have this punch here. Don't know if I'll use this one, but I pulled these out. So if you have a heart punch, I did pull this out. These are flat backed, sticky, kind of, they have a glitter to them. This would work in these. They'll copy real nice, but won't take up room. But if you don't have anything like this, you could use a sequin or, something like that. I'm not sure if I'll use them. I have scraps of the dyed paper, my tea dyed in this pink that I thought maybe we could use. And I did cut this music sheet from one of the pages in Marlene's kit. I thought we would tear it and ink it. And the other thing I'm using, you can see I had showed you for the kit that I had printed Sharon's words 2 to a page, her kit, I'll link that below. I printed them 2 to a page to make them smaller, and I've been tearing them out with my tear ruler because I figured we could use them. I have some tickets, old tickets, and I found this stamp in my stamp stash. I'll tear around it, and it's a pretty teapot, and I thought, ooh, she's probably going for tea. I think it works with this. So that's what we're going to do. But first we have to make the base. So I am going to kind of move this forward here. So what you want to do is print out a page. Now, I wouldn't suggest using a page that has the pictures of the people on it, because when you fold this in half, some of the page will be upside down. So you definitely don't want to use one of the pages that has people on it, because their heads will be upside down or something. Use a page that, it doesn't matter. See, like this writing is sideways. This This doesn't matter too much, you know. There might be a couple other pages in the kit that would work too, but I thought this one was cool because part of it is like neutral, it'll pop the colors, and part of it has the pink. So this is just my regular, I always print on 28-pound paper. That's what I print on, you know, but print on whatever you have, just not cardstock, because we're going to fold it, and we want it to be as flat as possible. So I'm going to show everybody how to do this. So you just, and you don't need to print on the other side either. You just print one side. And so, and you're going to need your bone folder and either scissors or your cutting. I'm going to use my cutter to do the nice straight line in the middle. So this is what we do. We're just going to take it and we are going to fold it and try to just, you know, line up the edges as best you can. Because it won't, by the time we make all the folds, oh my gosh, excuse me. By the time we make all the folds, let me get a cup of tea here. Hold on. I apologize. It's so dry, you know, and then when you start talking. So we folded it the long way like this. You can open it up. And then we're going to fold it the opposite way from point to point. I might have to get my little candy cane to suck on here if my throat starts doing that. I'm sorry. Okay, so then we crease it. So now you can see we folded it long way, opened it, and folded it this way, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to fold one end to the middle, up to the crease, and line it up as best you can. Don't go over the crease, but you can go up to the crease. And I'll tell you, as precise as you can be here, it will always be a little off, and that's because of all the folds. So don't stress over it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and we're going to do this side, same thing, and then give it a crease, right? Okay, so now we have this. You can see we have 8 sections, right? So what we're going to do now, and I'll take a pencil, is what we need to do is cut from this point here down this line to this point here, from here to here. Now, if you want, you can go in with your scissors, but for me, I think it's best to use a trimmer. So I'm going to get my trimmer out, and I'm going to line up the crease. And I know you can't see it because I can barely see it here. I'm going to line up the crease with my track here. And once I get it there, I'm going to hold this down, and I'm going to get my blade right where that starts there, okay? And you can always go back in with scissors. It's better to do a little less and go back with your scissors than to do too much, okay? So I'm going to do that, and I'm only going from point to point, and I'm a little off, but that's okay. It'll still be fine. Let me see if I need to go back in with my scissors here. It's hard to see the white, so I did fine there. That's good. And yeah, I mean, it's fine. So now we have this, right? You have that. So you're going to fold this way. Okay. And then what we're going to do is hold it up. So we have the fold here, the opening here, and the fold. So have this, and then you're going to just kind of do this, right? And that's how we're going to get our pages. So we're going to open that up. So you do that, and then fold that there, and fold this here. Now we're going to recrease it all, okay? So did you get that? Let me open it up again. Here it is, right? So we're going to open it where we did and cut it, and then open it like this and see how it makes the pages. and then that's your cover. So now what you're going to do is we're going to go back and recrease some things here so you can kind of look. It's not going to be perfect, so don't worry about it. Just make it the best you can. And we did crease in the beginning, so this cover is the one that's going to give us a hard time. So let's see. Because this one is wrapping around. It doesn't have to be. I'm gonna ink the edges too. I'm gonna just, and you might get it right the first time. I am going to try to recrease here just a little bit. Just give it a good one. See, there we go. And it's not bad. It's not bad. So this would be the cover. The insides. Inside, look how pretty that looks. Inside and the back, okay? So there are a couple ways to decorate that people do. Some people leave it like this and start decorating as you see it, okay? Some people love to just open it up flat, but you have to mark, like you would put a F here and a B here, so you would know that's front and back. So then when you open it and work on it, you can actually work on each panel flat like this. And this is how you would keep it. Once you're done decorating it, you would lay it like this on your photocopy machine, or you print, you know, where you print your copy. You would copy this and then you would fold it again and cut, and that's how you would make as many copies of your zine as you want to send out to your friends. And I think it's a fun thing, and I think this kit, we have a lot of, you know, pretty elements to it, and the papers are gorgeous. So I thought we should make a Valentine zine to send to our friends, right? So it doesn't matter how you want to do this. I think for this one, I think I'm gonna just start like this. You can always, if it doesn't lay flat for you, you can always just start with a little paper clip on it like that. And I wanted to ink this whole thing. And I'm not going to ink the whole thing with you. I'll do some of it, and then I'll just have to decorate and ink another time, like off camera, because, you know, you don't want to see me doing this inking forever. So, but that's what I would do. I would go through and ink all around each page like that, and then, you know, the back. So you don't have to do that, but I inked everything I cut out already, so I just wanted to, and I'll go back and do all that. I think I can get away with that for now. So for the cover, I'm going to put my little paper clip on just for now to hold it. Let's see what we can do for the cover. I'm kind of bringing back in the pieces, and I hope I didn't lose any here. I'm gonna just kind of grab them all back in here. I got a pile. So let's see, for the cover, I want it to be, you know, obviously pretty, and I think I want to use her, and I want to put, let me see here. I kind of had an idea, but maybe I had this strip here, and see there's a lot of blank here, so we have room. So I was thinking of putting something like this here, and I was going to ink her on there, and however she turns out, she turns out. If you don't want to do that, you can just ink her on there, but let's just start layering papers and that, and see. I didn't pre-plan this, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. Looking for my tear ruler here. I am going to just eyeball this and tear it. And let me just do that. Okay, so now let me get a scrap paper out here and get my glue stick. So unless you're going to make an original one, you want to send an original to somebody, like if you're making 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, you can, make it a little dimensional and things. And but I'll tell you, when you make copies of it, it's so fun. It's just a really nice way of making these. You can make one, concentrate on making this one pretty, and then I'm gonna get my blacking for this. I'm gonna stamp her because this is black, this words here. So let's see how this works. Looks like I never used it. I don't know where I got this from. And probably a kit of some sort. I don't know how good it's gonna work. You know what I should do is try it on this scrap paper. Let's try that first. See how she looks. Oh, cute, super cute. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stamp her on that and see what happens. Like that. Okay. Oh, I like it. That's cute. Okay, so we got that. Let's see what else I can do. Down here, I did find some washi tape. This one has a little sparkle in it. I don't know if the sparkle will pick up on a copy or not, but I have some of these that I thought would look really nice. I was thinking of putting some there. I wanted to maybe put the flower, but I want to do something there. And let's see what else we have here. I thought I tore out the word heart. Here it is. Out of the kit I printed. We could put that. And then I'm going to take a scrap and my punch. I'm going to punch a heart here. Like that. And let's get rid of those white edges. Okay, so let's see what I was saying. I need to do something here. So I could either put that, but I have enough wording, I think. So that's why I was thinking, oh, I could put a piece of lace on the cover. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be pretty. I could do that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. But let's let me cut it to the size I want. This is very flat, thin lace, so this will work. So if I do that, I still want something there. So you can either use strips of paper, or I am going to do some washi. Let's see if I can find the end here. So I will. It's a very pale one. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to just do some tears. So let's see how that looks. It's very pale, but that's okay. And I'm going to layer it. Layer it with this one. This one says, "Love, be mine." Just going to find the end. There it is. Put a few layers together. You know? Start it where it says, "Be mine." Love. I'm going to tear that. I'm going to layer that here. And maybe let's try a strip of this sparkly one. Looking for the end. That's like looking for a needle in a haystack, right? Okay, there we go. I'm going to rip a piece of that off and put that here above it. I don't know, just trying, right? I might have to put glue. Let's rub some glue on there. It doesn't feel very sticky. So let's do that. Okay. could move it over and cut some of that off maybe. Okay. All right. All right, so we're there. That's going to stick, hopefully, like that. Okay, so where was I? I wanted to put this here, and I don't mind it going over like that. That's pretty. I wanted to use something like this, but I wanted to use this heart too, I think. So I might have it this way. And then I can put this here. Don't want to cover the girl's head. Oh, you know what I could do? I'm going to tear this end off here. Now, I think you could use the tiny attacher from Tim Holtz. I think that would give some dimension, and we could do that too. We can staple it on here. Oh, see if I can reach it. Make sure I want to do it this way. So if I do that, and then I can do this. I think I will. I'm going to put it on like that. So let's get this on here. See? They're perfect. They won't cause a problem. So let me get this on. I kind of inked it up already. At least I think I did. Just kind of go over it really quick. These kind of things that are cut so fine like that. And I just went around and cut them, you know, like just, you don't have to be perfect at cutting them out. So, but I thought this would be a fun project for Valentine's Day. And like I said, all you need to do is make one and make copies of it, cut it and fold it and cut it and send them out to your friends. You can get them done in time because all you have to do is really make one. Oh, do I want to put it there or here? No, I think I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to put that kind of over the, like that. Okay, I like that. And then my heart, I want to do like that. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so what I want to do here is kind of glue that paper down on the heart. So I'm going to just take some of my wet glue here. And I want that to stick there. And I think I will use this also to glue it down. Like this. Okay. And let's do that right there. Oh, that's cute. I like it. What do you think? I think it's cute. Okay, so now looks like that's our front. So far so good. So let's turn the page. Now you can make a whole spread here or you can make two spreads, okay? And what's fun about this is, say, let's see, I can take, I have this, I can do a piece of this, I have this. This is actually some cardstock. This was the end of one of the pages, but I thought, you know, that would work there, but I'm thinking we could make like a double. That's what I think. Let's just go with that for now. And we can make even some little pockets. Let me get some ink on here. I did not pre-plan this, so I am flying by the seat of my pants here. Okay, because sometimes you just have to. Just go with the flow. Don't overthink, right? We always say that. Don't overthink it. Blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. Let's see. I think I will let's see, I wonder if I should leave it in one strip and then fold it. That probably would be fine. Or what you can do is cut it and butt it up. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to glue this here like that, and then I need a piece for here. So I'm going to rip this here off, approximately here. Okay, didn't rip that good, but it's kind of probably okay. I'm just going to ink that and embrace it. All right, that, and then maybe we could do this and have this sticking out. So I'm going to glue some of this here to make it like that. So let's see. And I think we could even make these a tuck. Let's see, I can cut this here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to glue this along here, the bottom, and then we can cut it to make it fit so it doesn't bulk up in the middle. So I'm going to take that and this, and we're going to stick it here like that. Okay, so then what I would do, measure this, and I'm going to mark it with my pencil where I want to cut it, right there. Doesn't have to be perfect, remember. Ink it up. Okay, so now let's glue these, make it a little tuck. We'll glue it on 3 sides on each page. Okay, so you can make tiny little tuck spots too. Okay, I like this line along here, so I'm going to go above that line just for interest. I like it. Just add something there. So let's get that on, and then this one. So I would recommend probably cutting it because it'll eliminate bulk when you fold it. For the first one, I'm going to go above that line. See, and there's just this tiny bit in the middle, but it doesn't bother with the fold. Okay, so now that's kind of fun. So we can, we could put a little washi tape, because things like this, we could, see, we can tuck these in and just, you'll lay it flat and copy it. But if you wanted to make separate ones, you could, do it like that and fill it up and give an original. But see, something like this we can do and leave it like that and copy that. Maybe some of this would look cute on there. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, we can rip it off. I think it would be all right, even though it's pink, huh? Or we could use the pink one. We can use that one, or should I use the pink one? Do you want me? Okay, I'll use the pink one. I think that looks cute. So that would go here. Line it up better. There we go. I'll go straight across if I can. So even though, I made the pocket, but what I'm going to do is just, copy it. So if we're going to do that, then what we could do is glue it down, actually. To make it look like it's in a pocket, right? So I'm going to do that. It's going to be all right. You'll see. Oh, we could even put some a flower behind there too. We can really jazz it up. We can put one of these words in here. Nostalgia, like that. Oh, where's hearts? We have hearts. Hearts. Where's all the hearts are here. So let's see if we can use, whoops, I got washi tape stuck to me now. So like a heart like that, that would be cute. I'm gonna do that. Let me just make this side a little darker if I can, so it stands out. Yep. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna put this on here. And I'm actually gonna glue it in the pocket. We get some glue here. We're going to glue this on like that. Make sure it's where I want it. Okay, just like that. So it's going to look like it's in the pocket. The real one will, but it will look very cool on the ones you're going to copy. Okay, so I'm going to tuck that in and make sure I'm not going over the crease here. And I'm just on it here a little bit. So let's see if I can move this. Oh, no, it's got to go down a little more, just a smidge more. Okay, let me just put that in there a smidge more. So it looks like it's in there. Okay, there we go. Okay. I could cut that little piece off there. There. Now this one, we could do the same, and I feel like I want to use maybe one of the tags. No, I think it, let's see, what do I have here? I cut this one in like a little fishtail. Use your wings. No, I don't like that. What else do we have? We have this. We can glue this in here and make it look like a pocket, like that's in there, right? You can do that. I think I need to ink that. Okay, so I'm going to put that, I could do that one straight or just kind of do it like that. And then we can, no, I don't want that. It takes time, doesn't it, to figure this out? I know I want to use that teapot. Maybe I'm going to do this one instead. Should I use that one? No. Okay. Going back to my original idea, like that. And here's one of those little tags. Or this way. No, I don't like that either. Wow. I'm having a hard time here. Pink. This pink. Okay, I think I'm just going to put this in there for now. I do have another heart. Let's see what else I have here. I have one of those hearts that I punched. Okay, let's see. I have to make a decision. All right, I think I'm going back to this again, is what I think I'm doing here. I'm going to glue that there and glue that on top. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Sorry Sorry it took so long. You know, you just don't want to rush it. You know, you got to do what feels good. What looks right to you, and not be in a hurry, right? So I'm going to tuck this in here. So it looks like it's definitely in the pocket. If I can get that tucked in. Down. Okay, and then, ooh, maybe I could use, let's see if I cut a piece of this off. So I'm going to cut this. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try it. Maybe I should have done that under there. I think it's too late now. Let's see if I, oh no, I can get it up. Let's see how that would look. Just get the ends here a little bit. Ooh, that might be exactly what I'm looking for. Put some of that in there. No? Girls, I think I need this ripped. I think that's what's bothering me. It's too perfect. Okay. Sorry. That's, you know how it is when you're planning things. You can't just 1, 2, 3 plan it, right? I'm going to glue that on. I like it. That's why it's nice that you only have to make one of these because, well, you know, just one is good because then you only have to copy it, right? I just like that there. Let's see, what else can we put? Got it really sticky there, didn't I? That's the thing. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm going back to that heart again here to think that's going to work. All right, I'm going to put that there too. It's fine. I can always come back. Okay, see, I see. That's in the way, so we're going to move it over a little. I'll fix that. I'll come back to that. Okay, here we go. Now let's go to this page here. Okay, so this one's kind of pretty already. So I want, see, and then we've got plain back and these. Okay, this is kind of nice. I like how that looks already. So I'm thinking, and it's got a pretty flower already. I'm wondering if I take, actually this pink will go nice because it's brighter on here. Oh, how about if we make a ticket? A ticket. I tore that off. I have a ticket. I kind of inked it up. And we can make a little cluster here with a heart or a tag. Let's see. Where's a tag we can use? Oh, I like that heart. She's cute. We can do that. And I don't think I inked her. Let's get that inked. Okay, if we take a ticket, and I think we're going to make maybe a little cluster of some sort. I like this. I just don't want to, like, I'm not going to use that side. I'm just going to use this because you can see it's a ticket, right? So what if we just kind of make a cluster like that and put this here? You still can't see it's a ticket though, do you? Something like that. All right, I'm going to just glue this down and not think about it. Let's just see what happens, right? We're going to use this. I'm going to put this here. I'll put it up here, like here, this way here. And then we are going to glue her here. I think I want to use, nope, that's too much. Maybe I want to use my teapot here. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of rip around it. Like that. Okay, then of course you want to get rid of that white. Okay. So it's like ticket number. But then you really don't see the ticket though, do you? Oh well, what are you gonna do? She's going to the T, and this red matches that red in there. I kind of like it. I'm still trying to see the ticket. I'm going to glue her on, but I'm thinking too much of this. Thinking too much about this. I'm going to put this up here for that. And then maybe I should just put it like that. Make a little cluster here. Okay. I'm going to glue the stamp on. She's going for T. Something like that. Making sure, yeah, I'm far away from that. Okay. I put that there, and then I want to put this here, like so. I'm going to do that. Let me get a clean area here. It's sticking up. Trying to get another piece of paper here. And that's gonna work. Okay, so let's get that on. We used to make these years ago when we were scrapbookers, I think, right? I'm gonna put it like that, making sure I'm clear. All right, that's good so far, like that. And what else can we do? Can I add one of my dots? My flat with backed little dots here, maybe? Let's try one. If I can. I'm going to put that there with the little one. Like that. Just for a little pizzazz, right? All right, so that's cool. I just feel we need, maybe another piece of lace right here. I wish I would have moved that down a little. That's what I do wish. Maybe. No. I think I'm going to leave it. Or just put a piece of this at the bottom here, like that. I will. I'm going to do that. I think that's all it needs, really. Well, I hope you'll give it a try. I mean, you know, like I said, I didn't really gather too much. I just kind of looked at what, you know, some of this pieces we had laying around. And then I just printed those four sheets, 2 to a page, 5 by 7, like that. And to just make them small, and they look so cute in here. Okay, so let's just get that on there. All right, now over here, I like that. I don't want to cover that up. So maybe a tag. That's too much rows. Too much rows there. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, we have that pretty picture, but I'll save that for another page, that one. So I'm thinking one of these tags might look nice. That one looks the same. That's another rose. I think the one that I have here might look good. Just like that. I'm going to do that. See, once you get started, it's like maybe it'll flow faster for you. So I'll kind of make it where we can still see some of the writing. So it's up here, but I'll try to work this way now so it kind of evens out. Okay, and I could put a little strip of paper. You know what? That's what I'm going to do under here, under the top here. I'm going to do that. Something like that. I'll just get some glue on there. Okay. Just a little something, something, right? Okay. That looks good. I like that. Just because this page is pretty on its own already. We already have one of those. I still have a couple ripped out here in case we want to use it. I do have some of my tea dyed paper too. All right, let's just see how we're coming along here. It's sticking because of that. Okay, right there. Do I add maybe a bigger one and then a medium one here? Yeah, see, just a little something needs to go there, and I think I like it. Okay, so we're done there. Don't want to put another word there. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave that. So now we're on this page. So we have these 2 pages and the back. That's all we have left. So I definitely want to use her. Make a pretty little cluster here. And we have a rose, this pink rose. We can do something like that. Or I have this one, a little deeper color. I have lots more hearts. Maybe that one. And a doily, I think a little more doily. Let's see if this is going to work better now. Maybe I should try it this way better. Before I cut it, we can kind of do something like that. Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to cut it about here. Just cut it up there for now. Let's see what it does. We're just measuring. So if I put that there, I can cut a little more off. And then she goes here. And we have that nice. I can pull this bottom part off. So I'm going to glue this here. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to, I did use my glue stick It's a little messy, but just hit it with some glue. You don't have to do a lot. I think I put too much the last time. So I'm going to do this. Okay. Now, let's get this on here. Right? Make sure it doesn't go in the crease. Okay, there. That's good. Okay, then her. Moments to remember. Oh, that's pretty. Wouldn't that be pretty? And then maybe a heart. Okay, I like it. So let's get that on. Did I have it crooked or straight? Oh. I think I had it straight, I think. Did I? Okay, let's get her on. And then the heart. We're almost to an hour. I need to finish this. Oops, sorry about that. Ugh, glue stick fell. Okay, I'm going to put that here like that. I didn't give her enough glue here, so let me just tuck that in. Okay, and then we can do moment to remember. Moments to remember. So maybe she's sitting there pondering, right? Okay, so I'm going to glue this on. So yeah, these words from Sharon, if you print them small, they work out perfect. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay. I like that you can just see the texture of the doily there. And I think that's good like that. And then on this side here, okay, we did a ticket, we did the gal. We have more hearts, tags, and flowers. Oh, I have one of these. Maybe we'll save this one for the back. Let's see. This might be real pretty on the back here. I just need to maybe trim it a little or not. We can do that. And we can even pretend that this is a pocket even and do that. Too many roses, right? We can put 2 tags in there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm on the back. I switched from the inside to the back. Okay. And I think that's what we're going to do. So let's rearrange this again. See how this goes. One higher than the other. You could see to my Valentine. And that's going to glue here like that. Okay. Put one kind of that way. And then that one there. Okay. I'm going to kind of glue these together where I wanted them. Just so I can see what it looks like. Okay. Like that. You get that? Yeah. All right. I hope you'll give one of these a try. They are fun. And just put out what you're going to work with. Like, don't, just gather things and put it out there. And then you only work with what you have in front of you. So you're not looking around, okay? Let me get this on. And we're almost done. I want to see the writing behind it. And I'm going to glue this on here. That'll look really cute. I don't even need to use that. I'll just use this glue because it's out of paper, so it's not thick. We can use the glue stick. Okay, so that kind of makes a nice little collage back there, right? I like it. And we can even maybe put some of these tinier ones here. I'll use the tiny one. Like, put it right where that looks cute. Okay, so do we want any washi tape? I'm almost wondering if I wanted to put some of this somewhere. No. Oh, that might be cute down here though, maybe just along the bottom. No? Let's go in here and see. I can put it along this line here. That might be cute. Like that. I wanted to use this. Okay. That's that. Fine. What else? Oh, you know what I didn't use? The music paper. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to use a piece of this music paper. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to put some here. So I'm going to all right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to just rip a piece of this off, like so, because I'm going to just kind of put it here. I'll rip it here, and then I'll cut it. Let's see what we need to do here. I knew I wanted to use some of that. So I was thinking of putting it, let me rip this more closer to this pretty design here. Okay. I know this is pretty, but I feel like we can just add more to it, okay? Even if it's just a little piece like this. I'm going to cut it there because I don't like all this blank space here, but what can we do if we do put it there? Hold on, I'm going to make this straight if I can. I knew I wanted to use that music paper. I like my hearts there though. I have this piece that I didn't use yet. Yeah, that will be pretty. Let's do that. I'm gonna close this up for a second. Did you notice if you're in the, if you have a lot of heat going, if you're in the cold weather and you have your heat on, boy, your glue really, if you don't keep it capped up, it really dries up really fast. Okay, I like it. Very nice. And then we can put that here. We still see music. I don't want to put another word. I think that's pretty just because this looks pretty. So we're just going to do this. Let's just glue this on. And I think we're going to be done. We'll take a quick look at it. And I know I've kept you for an hour now, but it's not bad if it takes you only an hour to make a zine, and then you can make it, copies of it and send it out. Okay, let's see what we have here. Can always add more if we want. So this is the cover here, and I like this little girl. Almost should have stamped her again somewhere, but we'll see. Little bit of glitz here, very pretty, a little staple, which works well there. So that's the cover. Okay, and if this bothers you like this, you can put a little glue in there to glue it down, but It's not necessary really. And then you open it up, and that looks really cute. Use your wings. I can do that. Let's do it. Let's put that on there. I just have this out. Let's see if it's working. Yeah. Let's get that on there. We don't have one of those words on there. Like that. See? There we go. That's cute. And turn it. And we have that page. That's interesting little cluster. I like it. And then we have this page. I like it. And then the back. So then, if you're happy with it, what you do is you just open it back up again. Like so. Okay, and then you would lay it flat and move all this out. So you can see that here's the front and where's the back? Back. Oh, look at the front and the back are together, but the way you fold it, it's different. You can add more things to it. So you would lay it flat in your copy machine, print as many up as you want, do the folding like I showed you, do the cut in the middle, and then you do this and you'll have it. And then you can always like sign it or write little things if you want. If you want to, you can write a few things here or here, whatever you want to do. But I think it's super cute. I'm going to be copying mine and sending it to some of my friends. So, all right, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.